Hey guys, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. It's Katie, talking about my third week post VSG surgery. I had my surgery 8/29/2017 with Dr. Anwar out of St. Francis Hospital in Federal Way. So I haven't really started off videos by going over stats, but I did want to talk about some stats that I have now. I did start weighing myself. I think I'm going to either weigh myself once a week, maybe every other week, just to know where I'm at. So right now, started off at 366 pounds. I am now weighing in at 329 pounds, which is a total loss of 37 pounds. Which is actually very surprising for me. The doctor was very impressed, said I should be expecting to lose a little bit more weight, kind of the honeymoon phase, I would say. I've also lost 35 inches around my body. Most of those inches are actually from the waist and my chest. So, of course, I didn't gain my boobs by getting big, but that's the first thing to go. Thanks a lot, boobs. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm actually trying to be a little bit more organized. I did take some notes on how I wanted to discuss in the video. So, third week, I was having a lot of troubles with protein, the protein shakes. It was almost to the point where I get it in my mouth and I just couldn't even swallow a protein shake. The goal right now for me is to have 60 grams of protein in a day, and at least 60 ounces of water. I was struggling this last week, and I wasn't struggling before. So I bought some flavorless, it's not really flavorless, protein that I've been mixing in with different items. So able to eat a yogurt. It takes me about an hour, but I can eat a Greek yogurt, which has about 12 to 18 grams of protein, depending on the flavor. And then I just add half a scoop of my protein powder to give me about 30 grams of protein. So I am still drinking one Premier protein shake a day, but subsidizing a lot with my protein powder, which I have found that anything that you would substitute milk in, so if I'm gonna have some soup, it's good to, a cream-based soup, it's good to add it in. If there's something I'm gonna put cheese on, it's good to add that protein powder in. I even added half a scoop of the protein powder to one egg and then mixed it up. The eggs tasted like they were kind of powdered eggs, but it didn't give it a strange flavor. Putting it in some Powerade though, I couldn't get it down. So I thought, yeah, you don't add milk to Powerade. So I have been doing a good job at now getting in my proteins, which is really nice. Something else that I did last week is I got my vitamin patches from patchMD. I haven't seen many reviews about those particular vitamins. I do know that when I went to the doctor, some of the sign or some of the things that I was experiencing were a sign of low vitamin B12. So I did get a B12 shot. So I am actually taking that orally, but I do have the D3 and calcium vitamin vitamin patch, as well as the multivitamin plus patch, which is for bariatric patients. I am not going to give them a good review. Actually, I probably am going to request. They have a 30-day worry-free guarantee. I'm probably going to request my money back. Simply because the patches don't stick. I've had to use 2 or 3 patches a day in various locations of my body, which leads me into how dry I'm feeling. So I'll make sure my skin is scrubbed down, stick it on a location that I don't think it's going to leave. For a while it was working fine, like on my thighs or my inner arms here, but they don't stick a full 24 hours. So my body may or may not be absorbing those vitamins in that 24 hours, which is pretty crummy. So as of today, I put on my patches this morning at like around 9:30, and my I think it's actually my D3. I should figure out which side I'm putting on where. Patch is already off and my other patch is barely hanging on. So I don't know if that means that it needs to be more sticky. And so if, you know, it's not like a patch where like a, what is that? The patch for like birth control. It's not like that. So not very happy with the patches, but in the meantime, it is working. I have a feeling that some of that might be because of the dry skin. I have been experiencing, I've never lotioned pretty much my whole life. I need to be lotioning my arms and my legs because they are getting very dry, and a lot of chapstick because I'm getting dry that way too. So I did actually increase my liquid intake just a little bit more to see if that helps or makes a difference. I feel like I am doing a good job with my liquids, so I'm not sure really what that's about. I feel like maybe I've lost that much in just dry skin. So, yeah, 20 days post-op, and now that I've started to lose more weight, I thought I would be like really excited about it. My emotions are running high. I feel down. Yesterday I threw really a giant grown-up temper tantrum, which is pretty embarrassing to actually say. I was stomping around, I was yelling, I threw things, just out of pure frustration, and I said mean things and lashed out, and not something I'm proud of at all, but I do feel like there's a lot of hormones and emotions going on in my body right now. I know that as you burn fat, hormones get released into your body. So I really feel like the fat is really starting to be burned, and emotions are running high. So I'm not crying at all. I thought, I'm not feeling depressed. I just have a range of emotions from just perfectly fine to the next moment being very irritated that somebody left their cereal bowl out. I find most of my frustration and anger is actually around food. So I am not feeling deprived at all, and I'm okay cooking dinner for my family. But when it comes to my emotions, I get really angry. I gave my son a cheese stick, and he walked around the house and he left it on the ground. And then I got super mad that I would have to be picking up after somebody else's food, which is, he's a toddler, so he leaves food everywhere. He tucks it in a shirt or something before he gets down from his high chair, and then you find Rice Krispies in your bed. It's not anything that's ever bugged me before, but now all of a sudden I'm upset that I'm picking up, a fruit snack wrapper or something like that, which isn't like me, which is actually what was setting me off in the first place, is that, I am not eating those things. I shouldn't have to be cleaning up after people who are eating those things. I don't. But again, I have kids and my 2 toddlers. I'm going to be picking up cheese wrappers for the rest of my life, it feels like. So that's just kind of how my week went. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, or feel free to subscribe to my channel so you can follow me along my journey, or hopefully I'll be able to give you some tips and tricks along the way. Have a good day.